Mother Nature, I'm shaking my fist at you. Brah. Why? Because Maine. That's why. It's 29 right now and overcast and dreary on this Monday. But we got great classic rock and roll to get you in the mood. We've got Guns N' Roses, Kiss, and Bon Jovi next on I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock. Degrees. I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock Station at 95.7 FM. Age 12, good morning to you. I am Cori. We went through talking a little bit about some of the things that people wanted to talk about outside of the weather, because obviously the weather in the next couple of days is kind of yucky. And then my buddy Subban, who's also a Brewer City Councilor, he's been doing stuff in the area forever with Memory Maker photography. He popped up and he said, I do have this show, and I happened to check out his post from the weekend. And what Subban is doing is he's making a local version of kind of a dating show, but it's going to be rooted. He wants it to be more rooted, less in drama. I mean, big personalities bring drama regardless, but less in the kind of the fake scripted drama and more in how to get these two people together and how this all works in real life. And so it's going to be called The Main Attraction. And it's going to be set right here in Maine, obviously, going on dates that have to do with us. A little less like flying a helicopter to the middle of a field for a wine tasting, and probably like more to do with hiking or going out in downtown Bangor or whatever it is. But it's got a local feel to it. So that should be coming down the pike. And if you want to check him out on Facebook, he's there, and he's looking for contestants. I'm too old, unfortunately, because I was like, oh, that might be the way that I have to find love. And no, I'm way older than the cutoff, but that's fine with me. Probably way better than nobody accompanies me with a video camera on a date, because I'm socially awkward, and that would just be ridiculous. But if you want to maybe throw your name into the ring or your hat into the ring, you can do that. Again, it's going to be called The Main Attraction, Maine-based dating show. So that should be pretty cool. What else is going on in and around town? Let me look and see. I'm looking down through my comments. Shauna says I could put a good word out about Little Women at the Grand this weekend. So that's happening this weekend at the Grand. That's pretty cool if you want to go check out that classic. Gardening. Someone says, all I want to do is talk about gardening lately. I know it's hard to do. I saw the green coming from underneath the grass. Usually I get a couple of tulips that pop up or daffodils that pop up that the former owners 20 plus years ago planted in my little flower bed. But they pop up, and I was all excited because I thought, I wonder if it's going to pop up because we have that beautiful day. But I don't think it's coming right now. I think probably in the next couple of weeks if it dies down weather-wise. But certainly gardening could be something. Cool places to visit in the state of Maine that we might not, I guess, already even know about. You could send those my way. And the best April Fool's pranks people have pulled. That was one on the list as well. So whatever you want to talk about that's not weather-related, you can call in 991-9713 and join the conversation, or start a new one if you so choose. I'm just trying to dwell on anything but weather and snow because I'm just over it. And I know you are too. We'll come back with great classic rock and roll to help us to forget our troubles and our weather for sure. Ozzy on the way, some Def Leppard too on I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock. I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock Station at 95.7 FM. 8:27, 29 degrees outside, clouds. Good morning. Thank you for waking up with me. I am Cori. It's Monday. Finally got a little coffee in me, so my mouth and my brain starting to work in sync. It takes a while sometimes, especially on a dreary, foggy morning when you got to go out and, shovel and scrape. That's how we are today. So I asked last night a group of friends on my Facebook page. I said, hey, what do you want to talk about aside from weather? And they came up with some interesting ones. And as I said, I like the idea of the best April Fool's prank people ever pulled. I haven't heard any really good ones yet, but certainly that is a topic of conversation that will be coming up because April 1st is next Wednesday. Can you believe that? That is also the anniversary of the flood of 87. I think of that every single year because that's really the best April Fool's prank I ever lived through. Mother Nature was like, ha-ha, Penobscot River is going to go across the street and visit your house up close and personal. And that's how we all, that were affected by the flood thought of that day. But another one that was suggested was if you had to eat one type of Easter candy for the rest of your life, what would it be? And then this person followed it up with anyone who says Peeps immediately gets a foghorn to the ear. I don't know. I can deal with Peeps on occasion. But then somebody suggested, what's the strangest thing you've ever caught on your Ring camera? That could get interesting. I feel like there are a lot of people out there. So I might have to put that little blip up on our Facebook page and see what people post. It could be a weird spider. I know those things show up in weird ways. Maybe you come, like my sister sends me ring cam pictures of her house. There's a bear that lives in the middle of Amherst, Mass, like in the downtown area, that crosses through their yard all the time. And it's always 5 minutes after she's come inside with my 3 nephews that she sends me this picture. She's like, yeah, this just happened. We came inside and 5 minutes later, a black bear crossed our road and then our lawn. And it was in the yard where I was just playing soccer with the boys. So what do you have on your ring cams? I'll throw that up there. Maybe you can throw those my way, at least for some entertaining. I mean, we got to make the best out of this Monday, right? It's Monday. It's kind of dreary. Let's have some fun with some ring cam footage. Why not? So that is upcoming. Hopefully, we'll see how that all works out. Also on the way, some Journey and some BTO. We're here for you with the great classic rock and roll. Even if the weather sucks, we're here too. It's I-95. There we go. 28, 29 degrees-ish right now on I-95 Bangor's classic rock station, the Appy Road in Brewer. That forecast brought to us by Jamar Construction Products on I-95. Cori's coffee break up next. What are we going to do? I think we're going to do some ride songs. That's my idea. I'm going to throw that together next. So stay right here. It's I-95.
During Lowe's Pro Savings Days, save more on what goes into the job. Add power to your lineup with a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt 20-volt max tool. Plus, get up to 35% off select major appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, and more. Get the job done right. Keep more in your pocket. That's Pro Savings Days. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 3/27. Selection varies by location while supplies last.